All right, folks, we are here. We are live. We are excited and ready to go. All righty, so we are ready to get rolling here. Um, so let's start with Miss Ashley. I know you are tired, and I
Oh
appreciate
boy.
you being here, playing with us. What do you think of the dark theme? The
Um, I do like it a lot. Maybe
nice.
it's just because I'm nocturnal, but it's very pretty and nice on my eyes, which are tired. Bright things are not nice for my eyes.
Awesome, awesome. And Logan, what about you? Do you like this dark theme?
It's fine. I don't really have strong like. I mean, as long as I can use it just fine, I don't care that much. I mean, obviously, if it was like, sci-fi, it wouldn't like work very well, and I wouldn't like it. But
Well, funny story. When the dark theme first came out, I was using a. I was also using a font, and so it made it to where you couldn't read anything because they
Oh
were both the
boy.
same color. So I
Oops.
couldn't use the dark theme for a long time until I figured out what it was. All right, come on.
That's kind of funny.
Mm.
And Miss Mantha, well, what about you? Do you like the dark theme?
Oh, I do. I do like it. I
Hmm.
mean, like, if I'm on YouTube or Twitch or anything, I always switch to the dark theme. So having that for Fantasy Grounds, especially because we play late at night, it's great. I like it. It's pretty.
Nice, awesome. And Nick, what about you?
I'm liking it too. It's a nice little change up. I'll say the one thing I noticed because I was messing with the combat tracker is when you like click the effects stuff up, it makes the effects hard to read when you're trying to do like the adjusting of them. But that's like the only thing, and that's more of a might take my eyes a second to adjust. But other than that, I actually really like I like the colors.
Oh, I see what you mean, Nick. Because
Yeah,
it's
so it's
white
like
on gray.
yeah, but that's like the only thing, and that's more of a might take my eyes a second to adjust.
All right, yeah, it's a little different. The I use the dungeon theme for our monthly campaign. That has the bleeding background and it's a slightly different feel than this one. Um, but I figured I'd give it a shot. There's also a light theme, which has a sunrise in the background and it's very white.
Mm-hmm.
But cool. I'm actually surprised. I didn't think you guys would care that much. So I'm glad that you like it. So last week was pretty exciting. Um, Ashley, so I'll start again with you. What do you remember of last week?
Um, well, we kept getting harassed by this guy. He kept knocking on the door, being like, "No sleeping." But we wanted to level up, so we kept sleeping. Um. mm,
All right, and Mantha, what about
Yeah,
you?
I mostly remember that.
Guys, we spent 3 hours last week just trying to get a good night's sleep.
Mhm.
No, I remember they did like a couple like weird things. Like, I think Tusk got like shocked through the door. There was darkness cast.
Mhm.
They poured what was it, like pickled blood underneath the door,
Uh-huh.
and I swear there was something else, but I can't remember it. So like basically they knew like, ooh, they're trying to heal up and tried to stop us from doing it, but we did it anyway.
That's right. You did have some minor repercussions from having a restless sleep, but for the most part, I'll let you guys just take a little bit longer and get the rest that you needed to get most of your hit points back and your spell points and such. But you were leveled
Mm-hmm.
up as well, so it's been a while. You are now the
Yeah.
big 1-0.
Woot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
double digits.
Yeah.
So let's start with Krek. What happened at level 10? Anything exciting?
Not in particular. I got another spell learned and another cantrip and another meta magic option.
That's right, folks. You heard him correctly. He got another cantrip. So it doesn't happen very often, sometimes not at all, depending on the type of spell caster you are.
What spell did you take? What cantrip did you take?
Shocking grasp. I don't know how I didn't pick that sooner.
I feel like that would be like a given that you would have that. But cool.
But also, he also, so as a sorcerer, he chose the draconic sorcerer flavor, and as such, he has a draconic ancestry. So the blood pumping through his veins from his ancestors is black dragon, which means two things. At certain levels, level 6 to be exact, he gains resistance to acid. He also gains resistance. He also gains the affinity to where anytime he uses an acid spell, he does extra damage. Now, Krek himself is a blue dragonborn, so he uses lightning, his lightning breath, and a lot of his spells he's chosen to go with lightning. So, at level 10, he also gained elemental affinity with lightning. So, anytime he now casts lightning spells, he will gain the little bonus to his damage there as well.
Oh, how exciting.
So that leads us to one of our two multi-classers, Genesis. You are a bard and a cleric. Which one did you choose to go up in?
Last session, I decided to go up in Bard, so now I am a level 5 Bard and a level 5 Cleric, so I'm kind of even on that front. I gained my Bardic Inspiration die increased to a D8, and I gained the Font of Inspiration feature. So now my Bardic Inspiration comes back both when I finish a short and a long rest. So that's pretty nice, and that means that Jen gets to insult people more, which is
Yay.
fun. I learned a new spell, and I swapped some out.
By the way, I did change those, so you'll notice that it doesn't say anywhere that you have the font, but it does now reset on a short rest. Your Bardic Inspirations do, and in the flavor text, when you apply it to someone, if you ever do it within a party, you'll see it says D8.
Oh, nice.
All right, so Tusk, Mr. Nick, Tusk is also our multi-class fighter barbarian. Which one did you pick last week?
I chose a barbarian. I didn't get much. I just got I took my 7th level of barbarian. And so I got feral instinct, which gives me advantage on initiative, and I can't be surprised. However, I would have to take my first thing I have to do would be to rage for that to not be surprised. Uh, However, I already get those benefits from Bronze Tusk, so kind of just a little backup there. Which I do share the not surprise feature with allies near me from Bronze Tusk. Other than that, I realized that I actually had an extra rage from the previous level of Barbarian, so we fixed that. And then more health.
Excellent. So yes, your Bronze Tusk warning feature has been of great help to you quite a few times, and it has, as I've been using it more and more, it's also been a hindrance a time or two, as this thing,
Mhm.
it does not say you can turn it off. It simply says
Nope.
anytime you are in danger. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
don't make it do it to where every time you're attacked or anything like that. That would just get crazy. But pretty much every fight, it goes off. And if you're trying to sneak around in a dungeon, or if you're in an echoey cavern, it's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
So,
It
Does
also
it
doesn't help
also
that I have
happen
a
while?
little. It also doesn't help that I have a little extra thunder damage on, which also tends to make noise.
well,
Oh.
and you have Krek throwing lightning bolts everywhere.
That too.
Well, I think it's definitely his axe that is warning all the enemies. Nothing.
That's right. By the time you're doing your lightning bolts, they've already been warned.
Yeah.
By the way, I know that Nick can put his axe like into a bracelet. Does the I'm assuming it still goes the warning still goes off while it's in the bracelet, right? I can't do words good.
Uh,
Correct. It says as long as it's the way it reads. I checked a long time ago. I don't remember the exact wording, but I always presumed it would still do that.
Okay.
it says on your person, so if that's counted as on your person,
Right. It's not like
technically, I believe.
a bag of holding.
Yeah.
If he put it in a bag of holding, no, it would not, because it's no longer on his person. But this is still on his person. It's just in a tiny form, and you can still see it on the
Gotcha,
bracelet.
gotcha.
It's not an
Yeah.
extra dimensional space.
So next time we want to be stealthy, we cast silence around Nick.
Yep.
Character just constantly just kind of take a break and cast it at 15 feet ahead or whatever.
Or just cast it on the axe.
Yeah.
Ah, you
Or
could
if
do
you
that.
Put his
That's
axe in
that's
the
probably
bag
smart.
of holding, and he can use his sword. All right. So
Well, actually, would it even fit in the back of holding? It's a giant great axe.
Well, you
Well,
can put it
in the
on the
bracelet.
bracelet and
Oh,
then
true.
put the bracelet
And
in the
then I could
bag.
put it in there.
Do not put the bracelet in the bag of holding. You are
it's not an interdimensional space. It is just fine. So Kithri, what about Miss Kithri? What did our arcane trickster learn?
She got a cantrip as well, actually. I believe I took a message. I can check.
So message
Yep.
is again one I think is very underappreciated. So if you would share that in the chat for me, please.
All right.
And while she's doing that, I do happen to, a quick note about this dark theme. I do like the dice tower. I like the little addition that they have there with the axe and the
Mhm.
sword and stuff. I think it's pretty cool. All right, so a couple of things about this. I don't know how much you all have used it in other campaigns, but it says nothing about having to see the creature. It simply means you point toward a creature, and toward can be, pretty much within 180 degrees, vague direction
Mm-hmm.
toward the east. That's toward them. As long as you're not pointing the wrong direction, you're pointing toward them. And then
Mm-hmm.
you whisper something. Only the target hears the message, so even the people around you do not hear what you say. And
Yeah.
they can reply in a whisper again that only you can hear, so even the people around them cannot hear them reply. They can see their mouth move, but they cannot hear it. And when you get it back, you are the only one who can hear what is said back. It does it you can cast the spell through solid objects if you're familiar with their target and know that it is beyond the barrier. It does say that a foot of stone, common metal, will block the spell. However, it doesn't have to follow a straight line. So, for example, if you're back down in that room where the uh, devils came from, spine devils, which is to the south, if Tusk went there, he is within 120 feet of you. It does not mean that the path the spell has to travel can only be within 120 feet. So it can go farther than 120 feet to get to him.
Hmm.
And so it would go around around under the door, around the corners, through the other door to Tusk. He would hear it. He would then be able to speak and reply. So it's really a good spell. The only time it won't work is, like I said, if it's any of these things completely block you off from the person. But because it's a cantrip, even if you don't know where they are, you can point north and then point west and then point south and point east and until you find them, figure out where they are, that type of thing. So it's a really cool spell, very versatile. I use it a lot in a couple of the campaigns I was in. Um, and it takes a short piece of copper wire. So my character had a copper bracelet, and he would just touch the bracelet and cast the spell. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot.
Mm,
So
Yeah,
you got
it's a really good message cantrip. It's a really good communication cantrip.
yep. Now, well, since you just got it, you would need to let people know that they can reply. You can always do the
Okay.
critical role thing. You can reply to this message, type of
Yep,
thing.
I was about to say that.
Also, the duration is 1 round. So in that, while you can cast it over and over, it's basically what you can say in about 6 seconds.
Okay.
Well, like I said, you can keep casting it if you need to, but um, that is pretty much it. So what else did you get? What other spells did you get?
I gotta look at them. I got visibility as well. I don't think I
Nice.
replaced any of them out because I like all my spells.
Alrighty, and keep in mind, as you guys learned from the invisible stalkers, invisibility does not mean you can't be detected.
Yeah.
You can be detected. They would have to know to look for you or hear you or smell you, blind sense, tremor sense, like you guys have. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of other ways that you can be detected. If they even think you're in that square, they can attack you at a 50-50 chance. But it is still, especially Kithri being Kithri, is going to be an amazing spell in the right situations.
Yep.
Even if they think she's in that square, they always aim above her head.
There you go. Alrighty. Well, cool. I'm excited for you guys to. Plus, of course, everybody bumped up even more in hit points. So this should be fun to see how these new abilities and new spells and maybe some old stuff comes into play. So, speaking of old stuff coming into play, Tusk, what are you doing? We guys are standing there by the door, getting ready to go. We cannot hear you, Tusk.
You're not talking.
You're muted, Tusk.
Sorry about that. Forgot I muted myself. But no, picking up from last time, Tusk looks back, makes sure everyone is kind of prepped and ready to continue on. Ready for a fight around any of these corners, and opens the door.
And the door explodes, killing us all instantly.
Stepping into the other room. If I remember correctly, this is the room with the a ladder to upstairs, or where the trapdoor was, at least. I don't remember if it was a ladder or stairs or something.
That is correct. There is a trapdoor to the upstairs with a ladder leading down. I did. I keep forgetting to add that.
Pretty sure it's just in the upper part of the room, somewhere. If I remember correctly, there was a farther continuing down
All right,
parts
where
of
is click?
this little dungeon here, we should probably check out first before heading back up to check the
There's-
tower.
Wait, isn't that where the barracks were? Or am I
Yeah.
confused?
So
There's
there was the barracks, and then there was another staircase that went a little farther down that we did
Oh,
not
yeah,
check.
yeah.
Oh god, the ladder's moving. It's a mimic.
It's a mimic, kill it. So Tusk will go over and open up
limit
the
for
other door.
mimics.
We attack the ladder thinking it's a mimic and get stranded down here.
Mm.
So
If you get stranded, Tusk just jumps up.
real quick, I heard a really cool thing about mimics, and I was considering doing it to you all, but I have so many other plot hooks that I decided against it. But imagine if there's a mimic and its sole purpose is to put things in it. It wants to get you to put things in it. And so you put, let's say, 50 coins and 10 gems in it. It then makes everything that's put into it a mimic. You then go into a town, spend that coin, trade the gems, leave, and now this town is infested with these mimics.
Oh, no.
And every time you put something in this little chest, in this little box, it turns it into a mimic.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
See, one thing that I find kind of funny is there's people like make like a half mimic race. And it's like, okay, so which adventurer was crazy enough to decide like, I want to frick frack the
The
treasure
answer is
chest?
always a bard.
It's always the bard.
It's just a shifter, a shifter. The only difference is mimics are sticky, and it wouldn't make sense to have a character who's constantly sticky all the time.
True.
Okay.
Hey, maybe some bard is into that kink.
What
I-
a tangent to go on.
You're welcome. All right, so you're moving through the room, except for Kithri, who's getting shut
We-
behind.
We closed the door behind us and she's lost
Rude.
forever.
So we're going down to that ladder, right?
You're going
Well,
downstairs.
the other staircase.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yes. I know what I'm talking about.
It's okay. You just woke up.
Mm. Logan woke me up. He's like, 10 minutes till D&D. I'm like, 10 minutes is not enough time. Oh, yeah, I should.
Sorry. You didn't ask me to wake you up, so.
Okay,
Yeah,
so in this
I was
particular case, they made the
appreciating
map odd. So when you, I'm going to move you guys up to the next door, sort of.
And while
Oh,
we
that's
pass by
weird.
the other rooms, they're still empty, right?
Yeah, Tusk's just
Full
gonna
of-
like real quick like open the door and
Like
check.
pop your
bag.
head in and
Okay,
kind of
so
make
yes,
sure.
if you open the doors, you do see that they are still empty.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
Doing our proper RPG fashion of check all the doors, check all the corners.
Well, like we know that somebody's been this way, so we don't know what they did.
All right, so the
I
way
see
this
what they were
works
trying to do.
is these stairs in both sides of the both times it happens. The stairs are very steep, and so they go 10 feet in this both cases north to south, but they also go in height 10 feet down. So you are now 20 feet below the room where the ladder was. And
Okay.
this whole corridor is 10 feet wide. It doesn't shrink. It just stays 10 feet wide. It's just whoever drew this map for whatever reason made it unnecessarily complicated.
Mm.
So if this were a graph, those stairs would be x equals y. Sorry, just
X minus
me
y.
making it. That's fair, unless you're going up the stairs.
Oh, we we're descending.
We're not
All right,
going
so you
up
come
them
to
yet.
a door. Like I said, this corridor is 10 feet wide. Come to the door.
Tusk looks back to everyone again and kind of gets ready to open the door again, unless
Well,
anyone stops him.
there was an axe of warning and a couple of thunderbolts. I think
I
we've
think
lost the element of surprise. We also slept for like 8 hours, so
To which we were constantly harassed. So it's also
yeah,
bad.
they know we're here.
yeah, that's fair. Before
So
Tusk opens the door, Jen's gonna prepare her action to, if she sees an enemy on the other side, she's gonna stab it.
Ah, yes, stabbing.
She's very good at that.
So yeah, Tusk goes to try and open the door.
All right, so it rattles and it's locked.
Oh, great.
Get through. Do you want to take this, or do you want me to just
Gonna have to
bust
turn
it
around and go
open?
back to Nashkel.
Foiled again.
Oh,
Foiled
sorry.
again. There's a locked
Foiled again. A
door.
locked door in front of the place that we don't have to go to.
I'm
Okay.
surprised that we've actually got the teamwork required to instead of Tusk meeting a locked door and deciding, oh, I'll just break it down.
Yes, Kid 3, how nice. Do you want my thieves' tools check in the tower, Mr. Sven?
Give me just a second. The answer is no. I'll just tell you how hard it is. 19.
Does try
DC
to
19.
19? Oh my. I
We
have
might
to
have to
roll
break
a
down that door.
6, guys. I rolled a 6, more than a 6.
An
You rolled an upside down
six.
6. I think we've known each other for too long.
All right, and so with that, shift. There we go. The door is unlocked. Click. You're able to unlock it.
Yay. And she gestures to Tusk, like, oh, wait. Trap. She should probably do, like, at least a pre-functionary check for traps.
So, well, are you asking me if you want to check for traps, or are you going to check for traps?
No,
Why would you ask
she's
me?
talking to, she's not talking to anyone, that's me talking. You would kind of, like,
Okay.
see her, like, move to step back and then kind of, like, pause and, like, wait.
Investigation in tower.
Okay. Oh.
I don't know why, but I'm imagining that the face that Kithri makes when she's like, oh wait, I should check for traps, is similar to the face you make when, like, you have to sneeze but you can't sneeze yet.
So this has nothing to do with anything that's going on right this second. But Ashley, would you please take a second and look through Discord and answer my question from before, because I want to make a group photo of you guys to throw up there.
Oh, yes.
So would you pick one at some point when you get a
I'm
chance?
sorry.
Thank you. I just keep forgetting to mention it. So, all right. So you do not see any traps on the door.
Does it have the Kithri seal of approval?
Yes, it does. And she gestures to Tusk, like, yeah, go ahead, open it.
Thank you. And Tusk will open it.
All right. So as you move in, you see that this room is packed with tables, shelves, and there are all different types of things all over the place. Different knickknacks, books, scrolls, glasses, jars, tools.
Curios.
little spoons with Nashkel and Baldur's Gate and little coffee cups and
See, like,
refrigerator magnets.
those are all like
Mm.
souvenirs, and like on one hand it would paint the picture that they get out a lot, but I'm just imagining that like, ah yeah, when you go out just bring like everything from the gift shop, okay?
I think they're the ones running the gift shop, and they sold these to get money to build the tower.
Yes, because you'd come to some random place in the middle of the mountains to get a souvenir from a place that's not
I
the
mean,
place
it's a
you
tower
went
in the
to.
middle of a volcano. It's got to be a good tourist spot.
Oh my god.
No, I don't know it's the volcano, but there's lava around it. It's cool.
All right, Kithri, are you moving in?
Yeah, sorry.
So again, I asked this just because of the setup that I have. Do you all see the die moving around, the Stream Eyes token?
No, at the
No.
moment.
Okay.
Somebody can use see invisibility.
Yeah.
I could,
Yeah.
but I don't see a need to right now.
I thought you did
Wait,
last
never
session.
mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was during the break when
Uh,
So you can zoom in if you are so inclined.
as I said, oh, there's no need to. I immediately thought, well, there was a guy who could turn invisible, and there was also a guy banging on the door, and we left the room.
Pretty sure it was the same guy.
Those of you in chat,
Well,
you
to
can
be
see
fair,
I
Jen
mean,
all
and
I
the cool
cast
Kithri did
see
stuff.
hear.
invisibility.
Jen and Kithri did hear the guy walk away, so like we
Yeah.
at least knew he wasn't like right outside the door.
That's within the room.
Yeah, well, he can turn invisible, so
But we've got tremor sense. But yes, go ahead and do your thing.
do you just wear those 24/7? So yeah,
Kit
I
3
am.
does
No.
nearly. Kit 3, I think, wears them a lot.
I will cast see invisibility. Like just as Craig enters the room, he just thinks about it a little bit. It's like he could just be following us.
Okay.
Just looking around the room. Is there anything special in this little alcove, or is that just all more the same?
It's more of the same. There are a couple stools around here. So, Krek, your see invisibility, what is the duration of that? And is it
An hour.
concentration?
I don't think it's concentrate. Yeah, it's just an action, self, 1 hour.
Okay.
Doesn't say anything about concentration. So is it just like
It is
stuff, like
chat, okay.
miscellaneous stuff they collected, or is
Ten,
it
so
like
say it's been about 5
valuable in
minutes.
any way? They just like hoarders, is what I'm
All right.
asking.
And so, how long are you guys gonna spend searching through here?
And Kit 3's gonna be mostly looking at the books, if that helps. I'm okay with spending a good amount of time in here.
I mean, if you guys want to, you can. Tusk was actually just about to be like scan the room, and then was about to check some of the doors nearby.
All right. So give me a. So are you checking the doors while they're searching?
Yeah, he'll check, see if they're locked, or possibly see what's just past them while they're first checking stuff. Mostly because he finds personally littler interest, but also he knows that they are interested and would like to give a look, but trying to do his part and help, which is checking the surroundings.
All right, and how long are you going to wait until you open the door?
He'll give them 5 minutes, but he'll check each door to see if it's locked first, while they're like going, and then he'll come back to them after about 5 minutes, see if like you guys still want to take longer, and then we'll go from there.
All right, so if you give them 5 minutes, go ahead and open the door.
Okay.
Give me just a second.
Oh, hey, look, can you share that spell you cast in the chat so I can just read it?
See invisibility, sure.
Yeah. More because I'm curious. I know of the spell, but it's been a while since I've read it. Oh, okay. For some reason, I always remember it being more complicated than it really is. It really is just you see visible creatures.
Can't you also
And
see, like,
things on the
creatures?
ethereal plane.
Yeah, yeah.
True. And objects.
Could be ghost souvenirs in here too.
Dun dun dun.
What is your
Okay.
passive perception?
My passive perception would be 16.
All right, and it also smells pretty badly in there. All right, so now are you closing the door or are you going in?
So we'll go in. He'll call back and say, "It looks like a mess in here." And are those body parts? And just go in to give it a little closer look,
Ew.
at least briefly.
Tusk, did you already go into that room?
Yeah,
Before?
he walks into no, not before. He
And how
just
long are you
opened the
going to
door and
spend
walked
looking in this room?
He'll give it a maybe a minute look over. Just more of a see if he can find any more specific details about possibly what happened in here. Maybe how many people these body parts come from. Any other signifying marks of possibly what might have done this, if it would, stuff like that. Looking for tracks in a way of, well, more just, I guess, wouldn't be tracks, but any markings possibly, trying to form words and it's not coming. Say tracks because he does that a lot, but like it's not tracks, it's in a dungeon.
Any blood footprints, like the kind that we covered up when we left that room?
So everybody has rolls.
Yay! I want to find the good books.
I have no idea what I got because mine was in the tower.
Dun dun dun.
But to be fair, I'm also searching a different part. Mm-hmm.
So again, you guys can zoom in on in some of these rooms to see some of the details. And all right, so in the first room, even though Tusk isn't giving you time to actually search through it, I'm being nice and letting you have the time you need. I need, let's see, it says All right, so Crack and Kithri get this.
I just want to say, is that knife
do I get?
over there just on the floor? Is it like a floor texture, or is it like actually there?
You're not in that room. How are you even able to see that?
What?
Do I have that
No,
still on?
there's like a knife on the floor. Like,
I think right
Where?
now Crack can see like through the bookshelves or something.
oh, am I not supposed to be able to see through the bookshelves?
I can see
That
through the
arrow is
bookshelf
backwards,
Yeah,
by
too.
the
we
way.
can.
Oh, that
Oh,
one.
I see the knife on the
Yes.
floor.
Yeah, that's there are tools. You see several of the shelves have tools on them, and that looks like it came from one of those shelves.
Mm.
What does it say? Okay, cool. All right, yes, that's what that knife is. I thought you were talking about the knife in Tusk's room. Um,
Oh, there's a
No.
there's
knife in Tusk's room.
s- um, so first of all, Krek and Kithri give me 10 ciders.
10 cider. Wow. We both got the same thing.
I sure hope that's what you wanted to get.
Me too.
All right, and so Krek, you find and Kithri, you find
Oh, pretty.
stupid dog.
Can I tell it's not magical? Maybe that was the wrong way of putting it. Is it magical?
Thank you. Yes, you do know that they're both not magical.
Mm, okay. All right.
I am putting them in the party sheet. And then I
Oh,
need, give me just a second, 2 times, 4 times. All right, so I need the 3 of you, Krek, Kithri, and Genesis, to give me a 12 cider, and Kithri, give me a second 12 cider.
stop
Oh
copying
my
me.
gosh.
Stop.
Why do
God,
we
I
keep
really hope
rolling the
we.
same thing?
I hope we want to get high.
I don't. Well, kind of.
So waiting on Fancy Grounds to catch up.
Hmm.
And Gorgio has arrived. Hello, hello.
Hello.
We just
So when
stare
Gorgio does
menacingly.
live play D&D, he's usually a dungeon master, although he does have a couple games that he is a player in as well. So if you want to follow his stuff. All right, so let me throw these in the party sheet. All right, so you guys got 2 8s, 11, and a 3. Mantha, you find Chalcedony. Genesis, rather.
Ah, nice.
11. K3, you find the Star Wars Quartz.
Neat.
And an onyx. And
Cute.
Krek, you find an onyx.
Oh, by the way, Stream Eyes chat is scrolled up so they can't see our rolls right now.
So I was just looking through the party sheet, and and for some reason you can see everyone else's inventory, and I just realized Kithri has 1,000 ball bearings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I will be right back.
Try not to die.
All right, and then the last thing I need is for Krek and Kithri to roll.
We're gonna roll the same thing.
Another 10-sider.
Just gotta throw it
Dang
in
it.
early enough.
You broke the chain.
All right, so Krek, you find
How dare you?
and Kithri, you find.
Okay. Fancy.
All right, so altogether you guys have found 4 gems. You found an embroidered silk handkerchief worth 25 gold. You found a pair of engraved dice worth 25 gold. And then you found a silver-plated steel longsword with a jet set in the hilt that's worth 250 gold. And 750 gold. And
Oh
you
wow.
found a gold dragon comb set with red garnets worth 750 gold.
Damn.
Yay, money.
The loot.
And Tusk found a stinky room.
Good job, Tusk.
I mean, it's kind of appropriate, as I am now back.
And yes, Ingorgio says he's going to try and not kill my character tomorrow. I play a elf, a moon elf warlock, and his name is Mull, which is undercommon for slave. He was
Hmm.
a slave for 100 years and got rescued, sort of. Didn't really ask for it at that point. He had been sort of acclimated to being a slave and didn't really know how to handle it or what to do when he got his freedom. And that's where the story picked off. And that's tomorrow morning at 7 in the morning.
Oh wow.
God, I love starting off your day with D&D.
We are now level 6, I think. 5 or 6, something like that. And he has a little. He had a sprite named 7 Up as a familiar. And he now has a fairy dragon. Changed it to 7 Up.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Because Sprite doesn't do squat. And my familiar can now fight, so I wanted something that can actually do something. Anyway, moving on. Enough about my characters. Let's move back on. So you've searched the room. What are you guys doing now with the room that Tusk was in?
Yeah, Tusk guy comes out, is like, yeah, room's a mess. Didn't see anything of note besides some general stuff I saw going in. If you want to give it a check to see if I missed anything, which, I mean, I'm more accustomed to the wild, so possibly. As I said, it's a mess. So, only thing that I really saw of note was a few dissected body parts, but that's about it.
That's
No
fun.
doors.
No. Dead end of a room. Just a mess.
Anybody have an idea where the rest of their bodies are?
Probably in the pantry upstairs.
I mean, yeah, possibly might
Oh,
be
yeah.
like got used for the break room.
God, I can't get over that.
I mean, if you want to give it a look, feel free. If not, if you want to take longer in here, that's also good. If not, I'm going to start checking the other door.
Yeah.
So yeah, just let me know what you like to do as I walk across the room.
I'm ready to go on.
Yeah, me
Mhm.
too. Mm.
All right, Tusk will check this door and open it as everyone follows him.
Mm.
See, so it's at this point
Or
when
at least attempt to open it.
You gotta open it one
if a
way or
character's
another.
more 9th level or 10th level rather, I would say,
Yeah.
no one else is going to look in that room, huh? But hey, it's their loss. Let me check this, make sure that they can't see.
Yeah. And it appears like the door is locked, so I'm assuming it is.
Well, there's a nice little space there for Githry to scoot on up.
There it is. GM only. Yay.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, that's weird. I don't want that visible to all. GM only. There we go. What? There we go. So now it should be that way. All right. So as you try to open the door, it's locked.
Yep.
Ah.
It could through this door is locked. You want to open it, or you want me to try and break it down?
She kind of shrugs. Breaking it down is kind of crude.
Mhm.
Do you know my DC for this one's fun, or shall I roll it in the tower?
I'm waiting for Fancy Grounds to catch up. Is a DC 19.
Okay.
Where is this stupid thing?
Yes. Definitely not enough.
No, I don't think so.
All right. So once again, click. It opens up.
And she kind of just steps back. If I were playing me, she would have yawned and been like, bleh, boring. But she's not as tired as I am. She's also much more reserved than I am. Wah wah.
Yay.
As if Githry would let the other people in the party know that she's tired.
Yeah. I mean, she definitely did
No,
when
Winston.
she had 3 levels of fatigue. I was
Oh,
miserable.
that was fun. It's okay, we work through things like that.
All right. After Kithri opens the door and then moves back, Tusk will then open the door.
All right, so you guys see another hallway. Who all's going down it? The stairs going. These stairs go up again. So then they look the same way. They are. All right. Stop.
All right. So stop. Okay.
So these stairs are the same way. They go up. They go forward 10 feet, and they go from up 10 feet in height as well. As they're steep steps, and it looks like a door. They end in a door. And as Genesis and Tusk step here.
Right.
Oh no.
Hi, Winston. Yes, you need to back up.
Not me switching over to the Twitch stream to see the doggo.
Come on, why can't?
Yes, you're nice right there.
You see that there's floor drops out from underneath them.
Okay.
I need a.
Holy cow. Luckily, we're distancing from each other.
Yes, hi, Winston. Just
Dex save.
sit down.
16.
There you go. Ooh, danger sense.
No!
Wow. I rolled
there-
a 3 and a 4.
Oof.
Is there any chance I can use a bonus action?
A bonus action? No.
Okay,
You
I
have a
figured.
reaction, yes.
Mhm.
All
No.
right. Well, shockingly enough, both of them fall.
Oof.
How far into what acid?
So it's a 10-foot deep pit that is filled with acid,
Hmm.
and you take. Tusk takes 2 points of falling damage. 9.
All right.
Genesis takes 4. 9. 48. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Tusk takes nothing. $25 acid damage, and Genesis
Oof.
takes 16.
Oof.
So that's 25.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
I
ouch.
probably should be using spell slots, but I haven't used telekinesis yet, so I'm gonna cast it and
25.
try to get them out.
Tusk has, what is the weight limit on that? 25, 34.
I mean, I'm not one. I mean,
Within the
it's
spell, what does
a
it say?
size class. It says huge or smaller. I mean, Tusk isn't that big. There's no weight limit.
Yes.
I mean, so it doesn't say anything about weight.
Or 1,000 pounds if it's an object, but it says if it's a creature, it's huge or smaller.
Okay, so what are you doing with, who are you casting it on?
Well, I'm casting it on myself and then using telekinesis to lift Genesis out. I mean, she could roll to contest it, but if she doesn't, then I can just do it.
She, for a moment, she thinks like, "Oh God, what is this acid doing?" And she like it flips it back on.
It's the other kind of acid.
While he does that, I have a quick question. Can we touch the bottom, or are we like
Yes,
floating
you
in
did
acid?
touch the bottom. That's why you took damage.
Okay.
Oh, falling damage. I remember that.
All right, so correct. You cast your spell. Go ahead and mark off your spell slot. And where are you putting? How far can you move her?
I think it's 30 feet, but I do have spell sniper. I don't know if that affects that. Oh wait, no, it's 60 feet, and I have spell sniper.
Well, that's the range of the spell. Does it say you
Oh.
can move it within range? What does it say within telekinesis?
That should help.
So you can move an object. You can automatically move it up to 30 feet in any direction.
It's an object. A creature is
So
also
where do you
30
want to
feet in
move
any
her?
direction. To the stairs. Yeah.
All right. So Genesis, you get deposited over there. K3.
Is that too much K3 could do?
You do notice that the walls and the floor are coated with glass.
Glass. So no climbing across.
I think it's
The
mostly
acid
so
doesn't
the
eat through
acid.
them.
Yeah.
There's a walkway in the center that you can walk across, but he cannot climb out, correct?
Wait, so you said there is a walkway.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I guess K3 will observe the walkway to see if there's any more foul play before trying to walk across.
All right, give me an investigation check.
In the tower?
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm going to kill him. All right, so Genesis, you feel yourself get picked up as your acid is burning and slipping off your clothes and boots. Your hand where you use it to catch yourself. Scraped your shoulder against the wall and it's all scraped. And you're deposited onto the stairway. And yes, the acid should look like it's moving
Okay.
because of the fumes and stuff from it.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah, so it's like moving when I'm zoomed out, but when I zoom in to see if it's actually moving, it doesn't move. So it's like, am I crazy?
And Kithri, you do not see any other traps or wards or anything else. So Genesis, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Is sorry, I had to think for a moment to figure out like how to do good brain words. Is the acid like sticking to me, or like did it like basically like come off when I got out of it?
No, you're out of it now. I mean, it's dripping and burning into a little bit, but I mean, just flavor text.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't really have anything I can do. Like, I think Jen's like checking around to see if there's like, I don't know, like a button or something to like undo it, but I doubt that that's actually there.
All right, give me an investigation check in the tower. Tusk.
Tusk is going to attempt to jump out of the pool. Real quick, you said there was a little walkway in the center. does that go like right next to me or anything? I'm trying
It
to
is
get
a tiny
visual.
1 foot. If you think of like a rafter on a ceiling, there's a
Okay.
small 1 foot wide walkway that goes the entire length of the pit, right in the center.
And I can't touch the bottom of the pool because I did ask that earlier. So I'm gonna use this Sven with, since I'm down a little bit of a pit. I have with the boots of deadly leaping. I have a standing long jump of 27 feet and a standing high jump of 10.5 feet. Would I be able, without, or just from where I am, be able to jump and get the edge of the stairs next to Jen? Or would I have to move through the acid to be able to make that jump?
So you can make that jump, but that is not high. It is not enough to where you are 10 feet away. So you would sort of like end where it is. So pretty much you would hit your stomach. So you would have to sort of scramble and see if you can catch yourself. So go ahead and give me an athletic check. We have Caesar in the chat. Dropped in to say hey before heading off to bed.
Good night.
All right. You want me to roll in the tower?
So they have all the other games that I play in have this thing called Clyde, the poo slinging monkey. And although Remedy's the one of the games it's a kobold, but you can use your chat points to redeem for Clyde, and he magically shows up and throws poo at whoever you redeem it for, and then runs away.
That's
So
great.
I say all that to say Caesar redeemed Clyde for me. So you can just imagine in your mind a monkey with a bowler hat throwing poo and hitting me in the face.
All right.
But give me an athletics check. I'm going to say it's a DC 12 for you to just manhandle and grip and brace yourself.
Okay. Wow.
2
Oh
threes.
my gosh.
Oh my god.
All right, so you're there. And you're like, oh, cool, I made it. And then.
It's glass.
And he falls.
Oh,
And
ouch.
falls back down into the pit.
Ouch.
Takes falling damage and acid again.
Luckily, I can help him.
Yeah. Oop, that's not what I'm just trying to center me on the square falling in.
SZ
worked.
CZU.
Now it just looks like a
R.
mess now.
I'm sure I'm not the first person to say your name is a pain in the butt there, Caesar. But Caesar is also a streamer. He's also a player.
Mhm.
He DMs and streams some D&D stuff. So if you guys are looking for more, check him out on Twitch. All right, so you fall, splash. You take 5 points of falling damage this time.
Oof.
And 17 more points, so a total of 22 more points of damage. 22,
Oof.
so that's 56.
That just
Oops,
is
56.
not good.
Nope.
Come on.
That was just bad luck.
All right,
Yeah.
but the good news is you are now close enough to where you can just jump out.
Yeah. To which I do. I'll just jump out again and step up the stairs a little bit in case someone's going to try and follow.
I even rolled good on my initiative and didn't let me help you.
Yeah, 19 is nothing to scoff at. All right,
Yeah.
so Kithri.
Ooh, my turn.
I will be right back.
Well, I'm gonna try to go across the walkway because I am pretty sure there are no traps on the walkway. Mm. And if it matters, I am like taking my time. I don't need to go run across, blah blah blah.
Yep, with your acrobatics, you have no problem tootling on across into open arms of Genesis, the slightly singed open arms of Genesis.
She's like checking her clothes, like the acid burns on her. Like, oh, jeez, I should check for traps now. I should have been checking for traps.
You walk up as Genesis is like sliding her hand along the wall looking for a button or something.
I guess I'll walk
You're much
across.
better at this.
All right, and what is your? Actually, I don't care. I'll just push it to you. Unselect, click,
I mean, it
acrobatics,
doesn't say in telekinesis I can't
DC,
use it on
12.
myself to like float myself
Cross
across.
Uh,
I roll a 10.
Wow. So
oh
yes,
no.
as you start to walk across, you start wobbling, and you're like, screw this, and you're just. So you then walk, just sort of hover, and just glide across.
Good job.
So Gordio wants to know what I'm eating. I'm eating some sort of macaroni and cheese and hamburger thing, I think. Sausage? I'm not sure. I am a good husband. I eat what's put in front of me and like it.
What a quinky dink. I'm also having mac and cheese.
Maybe I should have mac and cheese
Okay.
too. It sounds like a mac and cheese time, but after D&D probably.
All right. So thanks to the magic of Fancy Grounds, we can then just do boink. Maybe. Boink. And the trap is gone. We can step on it again and see if it's still there. It may be gone forever.
I don't think so.
We just push Crack out so he can lift himself back out.
Hey, I'm behind you. I could push you down.
Do it, I'll take you with me.
You forgot who could fly.
Meanwhile,
you
Tusk
guys
goes to open the door.
are on the steps, and you can absolutely open the door.
Yeah. Tusk is ready to move on.
So Tusk is still smoking a little bit, as his pants and his boots are scarred. His boots aren't scarred, but pants are a little bit. But luckily, tomorrow morning they'll be fixed.
Yeah.
God, I love that item on Tusk because he just. I'm so tired of role playing. Tusk just passing his pants over to Jen so she can fix them.
I mean, we didn't do that often.
No, it was funny, but also like I think Jen was over it. Like
I'm gonna keep concentration for the full 10 minutes. Just tell me when it runs out, okay?
Okay. All right. So it looks like there's an alchemical laboratory.
Ooh.
Looks like this has not been used in a little while.
I mean, yeah, anyone who tried to come in gets dunked in acid.
unless they knew how to get in.
They knew to step over the trap.
So I'll say it's been 10 minutes all total.
Just gotta walk across that one
35.
plank that's
Using
in
my
there.
calendar to keep track of time. There, people watching. It's a good rule of thumb.
Or just like
Not
misty step to
activate.
the other side.
If there are any like vials or possible like just things and models or whatnot that are around, Tusk will just glance, and if he sees something in the bottle, just throw it in the bag of holding, even if he doesn't really know what it is.
Okay. And what else are the rest of you doing?
Jen's gonna
I
look at
wanna,
this table in the corner.
I wanna investigate this stuff. Like,
There's no bookshelves. Wait.
Oh no, what a shame.
Get these looking for books.
Oh no, there's potentially
Wait.
acid and poison here.
I just want to look at everything.
Wait, why is Kithri looking for books?
Because books
So, by the
are
way, Kithri,
for...
in the room you were just in, when you guys were looking
Mhm.
for your books, we can say that you found a couple books in the language that you're looking to learn.
I believe I have Sylvan and Undercommon on there. I think Genesis knows Sylvan, so she can
Yeah.
help me with that.
Yeah, Jen was gonna help you. Learn
All right, so go ahead and take off the asterisk in front of Sylvan.
Okay.
And so, yes, you notice you find a book in Undercommon. Um, it's obviously not a dictionary or a common to Undercommon book, but this will help you a lot as you're going through it and learning it. Also,
Mm.
don't forget you can now write ciphers. So if you want to start crafting that, role playing that, and who would have
Mm.
the code to break it,
Mm.
who
Oh,
else would
wait.
know, who you would
Oh.
share that with, or maybe you have different ones for each character. However you want to do that, it's totally up to you. I don't think I've ever heard or seen anybody ever use that aspect of linguist, so
Oh, yeah.
I'll leave that up to you.
Actually, I had a friend who was a wizard who took that feat, and he just basically encoded his spell book. That's just how he did it. I thought that was cool.
It sounds pretty cool to me, too.
Hey, I know you've got this spell in your book. Can I copy it down? Oh yeah, and then they just go and it's just gibberish.
That's to say, it isn't gibberish, anyways.
I mean, we know what wizards are like.
Sorry, stream. I forget sometimes that I'm not following along all the time. All right. It's funny. If you zoom in, the blood spatter on Tusk looks like a bow.
That's funny.
A little red bow in his hair. All right. So guys looking around, there's nothing of real import in here. There's, you know, sodium and some base and a little bit of some acid. There's a whole pit of acid out there next to you. Um, some small things that would the equivalent of a Bunsen burner, where you can light little fires, stuff like that. Different pots and pans, but nothing of any real uniqueness or worth, and nothing of
you
note.
said sodium?
Salt.
Yep.
Like, no, not salt. Like pure sodium.
Like, reacts with everything?
There's not enough to be of use beyond messing with
Dang.
minor chemistry things.
Yeah.
All right, and Mantha, did you see the message?
I did. I've been waiting for like the cycle to go around. So Jen's going to see if she can find something along the wall, or I guess like push it and see how to open it. And if she can't figure it out, oh, she figured it out. Hey, over here.
What'd you find?
There's
I
a
like how
secret
we
door in
all
this wall.
simultaneously. Secret doors. I read a book about that once, that sort of thing.
You gonna
Well,
go
now
in, or you
you've
want me to
seen
go
one in the
first?
flesh. Oh, I was waiting for Sven to do what he needed to do first.
Oh,
I've done what I needed to do. You open the door, it looks empty, the room. Devoid of
Okay.
creatures, at least.
You put it in chat.
You see that there's just some broken pieces, some leathers, old discarded leathers and rags and stuff in here. Pile of rocks, some broken tusks, and a now acidic tusk, and a trapdoor.
yay, trapdoor.
Possibly trapped trapdoor.
Yeah.
And the colored bit in the middle, that's just like discarded leathers or whatever.
Hey. I could open the trapdoor from here. Want to
Correct.
see?
I think like quite a few of us have made. No, wait, you still got telekinesis. Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to get fancy about it, go ahead.
I wasn't told no, so I'll open it.
Yeah.
See if it's trapped by
Jen
setting
takes
it
a
off.
step
On the
back.
Oh
safest
gosh.
side. I mean, it's
All
how
right,
they
and
do
the
bomb
ceiling collapses
disposal.
on you.
No.
No, just kidding.
Sven is really trying to kill us today.
I mean, that'd be a pretty bad door to put that trap on. A trap door, you could just go in.
You'll have to dig your way out from where you
All
were
right,
first.
so can you see the trapdoor open now?
Yes.
Yay.
There you go. So it's open.
Tusk will make his way over to it.
Okay, so after a couple minutes, you realize it goes down.
Like, is there a ladder or is it just down?
There's another ladder, yes.
Okay. Can Jen just grab a rock and cast light and drop it down?
Okay. So it falls, tink tink, goes about 15 feet. And you see there's a room below. Appears to be empty. Where did it go?
Do we
Hold
want to
on.
head down this way first, or want to check the other way first?
7. Ooh, wait a second. Here it is. Click.
I'm fine with just topping down, checking to see if it continues, and then possibly coming back to finish up here before continuing.
It just doesn't make sense to have a hidden room full of nothing, you know?
Unless it's to hide something,
Nice.
like another way down.
I didn't hear quite well. There is a ladder down, or there isn't?
There
There
is.
is.
Okay.
Here. I'll go check to see if it's just a single room or if it's leads on, and Tusk will start making his way down the ladder.
Congrats, Tusk. You don't even have to use dark
All right.
vision.
So as you start heading down the ladder, there's sconces around the room light up. Yeah, it looks to be, it's basically a rough stone chamber about 30 feet square.
You hear boss music.
You hear boss music, and then you look up, and it's Jen.
Crack just slams the trapdoor. No, I wouldn't do that.
All right, give me just a moment. Okay, I seem to have lost my DM version. Here it is. Boink. All right, where's the map, folks? Where's the map? Is this it? No.
Okay.
What is this? This? All right, so I'm just looking for. So yeah, it's what what I sent you in the message.
Yeah, okay. There's nothing down here. No creatures. It looks like there's a bed in the corner, and Tusk will like step away from the ladder to go towards the cot. And you said there was a fire, like torches or something that lit up when I came down.
Correct.
Okay. Calling up. Looks like there is a door down here. Gonna check the bed real quick. And like, so Tusk probably moves out of their view from just like looking down to look into to head towards the bed.
There's nothing of interest. It's just an empty cot. It's a worn layer of dust. Doesn't look like it's been used in a while.
Okay. Doesn't look like anyone's used this bed in a while.
Jen's gonna follow Tusk down the ladder.
You guys are killing me. Whatever happened to the completionist party that we used to have? This is twice you guys have just ignored the rest of the level and moved on. So give me a minute. I have to
Well,
pull
we
up the
don't
map.
know which way. Okay. We don't
Okay.
know which way is moving on and which way is continuation. All right.
There's
So-
still
So,
stuff
apparently-
to explore in the level
to
you were
say
just
something.
on, and the level above you guys. You had the whole another building to go to before moving down to the next level.
True.
But that's okay.
Okay.
Give me just
But
a
we
minute.
don't
It's
know
why it's
which
role-playing.
way is continuation. We don't know
Wait,
which way is like.
We don't know which of these are the
Okay,
main quests
In a
and which of these
dungeon,
are the
it's
side
always
quests.
going down is always the next level. Ever.
True.
In every
True.
game ever made. Anyway, I have to find the map.
Smart.
Hold on.
Well-
I'll warn you now, it's not done.
Well,
Okay,
to be
fine.
fair,
While
just
Sven
real
is finding
quick.
the map, we'll just go in the other room.
Tusk was going to be like,
Alright,
okay,
images.
there is a door that down here that seems to continue on. Do we want to investigate
Search.
the other floor first,
Here it is.
as we can see this
Boom.
continues on, or do we want to keep going?
No, we'll go ahead and investigate the rest of the floor.
Yeah, there's
Wait,
another door in
what
the
was that?
Oh, here it
laboratory.
is. Click. Alright.
Okay, so you do want to investigate the upper floor first, or the
Too late.
floor
Trapdoor
below?
shuts and you can't go back up now. Screw you all.
Trapdoor shuts and barricades itself.
So,
Rectangle.
we'll real quick head back up and continue on the floor we were on to hopefully
Door.
wrap up this floor first. Before continuing on that way to save you some time spent.
Stop it.
I still think that other tower is going to be the end game, so we'll go there last.
To be fair, he did put the rest of the stuff behind a door. So there's my defense.
Mhm. So, climbing out of
There
the
it is.
ladder again into the secret room. Yeah, just got down there. There is magically lit up as I went down. There is a door that's down there for when we're done with this floor. There was cut stone walls. If that helps you at all, so it wasn't like a rough cave fitted to be a room. It was like seemed to be part of the tower.
Are you kidding me?
My map went black.
And it's probably moving our tokens.
Magical darkness
What
for
is it
all
for?
of us
Okay,
to
good.
die.
Wait.
Rocks
Line of
fall,
sight.
kill, you're dead. The end.
Boink.
End of campaign.
Boink.
And then the police arrive and they arrest you and tell you to go home.
Oops.
Oh, what the heck?
Dun dun dun.
There we go. Alright, so you should all be able to see yourselves. You can let me unlock tokens.
One. There you go.
Okay, hold on a second. I just realized this grid is wrong, so let me fix that. This should be a 30 by 30 room, not a 5 by 5.
Yeah.
59 and half is 30.
We open our eyes and look around, and then we blink, and suddenly we've shrunk.
Close enough. We'll try that and see if that works.
It just was Tusk's size as you were coming down through your perspective. That's it.
Mask.
Oh, to be
Come
tall
on,
like
guys.
Tusk.
Thank you.
To be tall like Logan.
Is that gonna work?
I can see the whole map.
I can see clearly now. The darkness is gone.
There we go. Alright, you guys should be good to go now.
All right.
Line of sight, zoom in.
Let me click on my character.
Alright, so
There
you
we go.
have walls. You have walls, but that's as far as I got with this.
Okay, so this is what's down.
Yes, this was
down.
below the secret room, below the secret
Okay.
trapdoor.
Oh, okay.
What's that? Ladder. Here it is.
All right, so yeah, this is what I found. There's a cot over in that corner. Could be just one more room, or it could be a lot more rooms. I don't know. This for secret doors like this, it could go either way. Um, yeah.
The stream, if you're wondering,
I mean,
I
while we're all down here, might as well check the door.
have the stream eyes so you guys can see what's going on and
As
see what the
always.
line of sight, see what the players see.
And
line
Tuss
of
will
sight.
go and try and open the door.
Let me close this. Door's unlocked.
What?
I didn't expect anybody to find all the secret doors.
Let me see. Let me go to this.
What's the point of a secret door if
There
people
we
don't
go.
find it?
I think the point is that people don't find it.
Yeah.
I meant in the context of a D&D campaign.
Go to this. Go to layers. Go to color picker. Go to this. That doesn't do anything.
Looks
Okay.
like the corridor continues on with several offshoots.
Yeah, I'll do that way.
Are you good to continue?
You are, yeah.
Tuss will start walking forward unless anyone in the party wants to stop him.
Oh, sorry. I should probably be checking for traps.
Jen pauses to let Kithri go past her.
Tuss glances down this side corridor and steps into it to see if it continues on.
Wait, let me check for traps.
Oh no, the tokens are locked, guys.
I have to wait for Fantasy Ground to catch up. There we go. DM below. All right, 18. All right. So Tusk in here, you and Kithri. How are you seeing Kithri?
She probably has her earplugs in because she wants to sneak. No lights allowed, except for Crick will probably have one.
Tusk is just relying on his dark vision.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pull you aside because I don't want to have to type all this
Okay.
since you're the only one who can see,
Dun, dun, dun.
and you're the only
Right.
one going alone.
Well, Kithri's.
So you see that there's a it looks like a work room in here. There's workbenches and you see tools. And you see there's a pedestal on the western wall. There's looks with a set of armor, but it's a little different than other armor you've seen. Looks like there's mechanical eyes where the helmet eyes would be, um, and it's sitting on the pedestal. Looks to be about 5 feet tall. And besides that, and the tools, you don't see anything else in here.
Right,
Point your
so
back.
workbenches and then just in the room and then a
Hey,
sort
Misty
of
Fresh,
suit
how
of
you doing?
armor with is it gems for eyes or something? Sorry,
You can't
was
tell from this
trying to write
distance.
it all down.
You can't tell from this distance what they are. They're not holes where in the helmet where holes would be.
Okay. Um. Sorry.
All right, Kithri, you cannot check for traps if you cannot see.
Okay. Darn.
Besides just walking, and then if you fall, you can say, "Hey, there's a trap here."
Well, she was using her earplugs. Does that not let her see at all?
No,
Or I guess not in
earplugs
the way, not in
detect
the right
movement.
way.
They detect movement. So if it's like a pendulum trap that has been set off, yes. But other than that, no. It would have to be moving.
As Kithri kind of joins him, with her earplugs in, Tusk will kind of be like, looks like some sort of workshop. Seems to be like a weird set of armor on the far side of the room. And Tusk will take another step forward into the room, trying to get a better look at it. What did
I'll
they do
just
to this?
cast
Or
light. Could I do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
What are you casting it on? And token are
Uh,
unlocked again.
just
I didn't miss you,
guess I
Fresh. I
could
see it.
cast
I
it
do really appreciate you, man.
on. Like a dagger I have or something. I don't know. Doesn't really matter to me that much.
All right, so you're casting it on your dagger and then holding up the dagger like a torch.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so whoosh, all of a sudden the hallway's lit.
Tusk starts to walk over to the weird suit of armor that I saw.
You guys can move
Try
about the
to
cabin again.
trying to figure out what they did to it exactly. The Smith side of him coming a little intrigued, a little confused. I'm not sure exactly where it is, so I'm just moving to the other side of the room.
All right, so as Craig moves closer, and you can see more of the room that's lit up. You see that, and so Kithri now see into it a little bit more as well because of the light. You see there's workbenches on the north and south walls with different tinker's tools, and there's a pedestal right in front of Tusk that has an armored figure, except for where the helmet is, where the eyes would be holes for where you can see out of. There's something where those eyes are. And now, Tusk, that you're close enough to see, they look sort of like circles that have been carved, sort of like if you took the hilt of a sword that was carved to look like a sunburst and slammed it down into dirt. Looks like those were then put where the eyes are, the little discs that look like sunbursts where the eyes would be.
Um, oh, I wonder why they would do that. And Tusk will reach out and try to like kind of take the helmet off of the what he assumes is an armor stand.
It is attached.
Huh. Tusk will then try to figure out why it's attached and like how and all. Is like, is it not just an armor stand? Is it he starts taking more time, just partially just because he's confused, and also it's like, what, I want to know why you do this to this.
All right, Genesis, what are you doing?
I think she went. Oh, she's back.
Yeah, I just got back. I don't know, but I don't know what's going on, but John's gonna move forward.
Don't ever question me again,
Oh.
Nick. They Krek has a light spell on his dagger he's holding up, so you guys can all see in real time. Do you have an actual? I forget, Tusk. Did I make an actual blacksmithing skill?
You made a smithing skill, yes, that's off of my strength.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
you want me to switch the stat I'm using, or? Oh, you're giving me another check. Okay. Why did I? Oh, because it's based off strength. I don't think I should have been.
All right, so as you're looking at this thing, you turn it and twist it. You see that there's a on the back and on the side of each leg, there's a small compartment, small hinged door, and you see that there are gears inside. Looks like some sort of clockwork thing that you've never seen before. Very intricate. Looks like
Oh,
parts of it have rusted. Um, very fine workmanship, possibly gnomish. Much too fine to be your typical dwarven work.
Mm.
huh. Didn't think gnomes made armor. Weird. At least I'm assuming gnomes. Huh.
And you
Why
see
is
Come back.
everyone standing in the hallway? I'm gonna move in.
Mm.
I don't know.
And
You're
again, with
kind of
all the
just standing
tinkering
there.
tools, tinker's tools, you see there to work these smaller cogs and these smaller pieces of metal, some wires and things that are inside it.
All
You now
right.
recognize some of the things that are on the tables.
Guess you've piqued my interest enough to come into the room. Guess we will start looking at the stuff that was being tinkered with, is being tinkered with.
So I missed the description of the room.
Basically, there are workbenches on either side with tinkerer's tools on them, and then on the far side, over by Tusk, against the wall, there's like a little pedestal with a uh, armored figure. As Tusk has been examining it, it appears it's like built like all the armor pieces are connected, and there's like clockwork inside. And it looks like the eyes appear to be almost like sunbursts, like embedded or carved stuff. So it's like weird armor, which is what got Tusk's attention. Is like, oh, it's all connected and filled with gears and such. Weird.
Did he say that out loud?
Yeah, he does comment on that out loud. And he also like mentions, I don't know, maybe gnomish make. I didn't think they made armor. Weird.
Maybe it's not
Okay.
armor.
Jen's gonna.
I guess it could be a golem, but it's not a working golem, at least so far.
I'm
If
gonna look around the room.
Tusk says that, then Jen's gonna move a bit closer
Oh my god.
and
Sorry.
pull out. She's got a tiny mechanical crab that moves when you don't look at it, and she's gonna bring it over to Tusk and see if there's like a lot of similarities between the armor and the crab.
Oh, I have a spider that's just like that.
So the biggest difference is your crab is magical. This is not. Um,
Hmm.
but there are a lot of similarities as far as, they're both some sort of clockwork device.
Oh my gosh.
So, you think this thing can move too?
Okay.
I mean,
Oh.
probably at some point, but it
Hmm.
looks like some of the gears are rusted from what I can tell.
And
But I also don't have no idea how this works.
something else he may not have mentioned is that unlike the rooms up top, this room was covered in dust. Now there's tracks all over it, but
Yeah.
so did have a layer of dust in it that wasn't. It hasn't been used in a while.
Yeah, I know the room with the cot in it had some dust in it, but this probably has even more.
Yeah, I have a feeling that either something bad happened here, and that's the reason why it's abandoned, possibly the devils, I don't know, or they just left it alone because they were abandoned because they just didn't want it. But I guess
A
we'll
couple
find out.
things happen as you're talking. Genesis, you see the arm move. Tusk, you feel it touch your shoulder. The arm moves up and the hand touches your shoulder.
Um.
Us just kind of
Oh,
Nope.
looks to the arm on his shoulder and then like slowly turns to look at the creature.
He just slowly turns as its hands creep around his neck.
and then you probably behind you hear Craig laughing.
Why are you laughing?
But it's a funny sight to see.
Wow, I didn't know that armor moved by itself.
I mean, it had the potential. I thought it was broken. Dust is now like re-examining the armor, just totally going over his head. Why Krek is chuckling because it's more than this thing was broken, and he's just like now re-examining some of the stuff he examined before.
And you see that the
Or-
movement within the arm actually damaged some of the pieces inside. And now there's little pieces as you move the arm back down, and you hear ting 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 as something has
Dang.
broken loose from it.
Does it have like a weapon, like a sword or something?
There is a sword in a scabbard. I mean, there's a mace on a hook on his left side behind the shield.
Okay.
Can I just take that away?
Can I like cast mending on it?
Why would you do that?
Why not? I broke it.
Definitely shouldn't be concerned that it might attack us.
So you
That's
don't
what-
really know what you're looking at enough to know what needs to be mended. There's a couple loose wires. There's a piece, looks like a little cog, but you're not sure where it goes. There's a lot of things that are rusted, so you don't really know how to mend it.
I mean, rust definitely isn't supposed to be there.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. This thing looks like it was long broken. Possibly was a guard of some sort. If it was working, it was a golem type creature. But I don't know. I find it fascinating. I'm debating whether or not to take the head, but
Hmm.
Why would you take the head?
because
Because it's cool.
I mean, I'm might want to look at it more because I think they might have done some more stuff in the head, but that's just speculation. Fun word that I picked up from Jen, by the way. Speculation. It's a fun word to say. Anyways,
It is indeed.
yeah. I love how now when I accidentally like say a big word that Tusk normally wouldn't say, I can just blame it on he learned it from Jen. Sorry.
Excuse chat. Sorry.
Um,
Hey, Zinnu.
Another
we can
fun
come
word
back
he
to this.
learned.
So Zinnu's in the chat, and he says the head would probably make a pretty cool lantern.
Probably. I think we'll come back to this, or at least I will. Let's figure out the rest of this place. And Tusk will turn and start to block out the door to run into Kithri.
So a quick
Yeah.
aside, it's been a while since I've mentioned this, at least to you guys. The Zinlu has some very unique games. He does stuff like there's one called Satisfactory. He does
Oh,
where you're just it's basically Minecraft on steroids with real graphics.
it's 3D Factorio. I've played it a bit.
Yep, and he does.
Yeah.
I've seen him do a Russian where he's in a Russian forest. He's a logger in a Russian forest, and so you have to go in. The more logs you chop down, you unlock different vehicles that you can then drive through the Russian um, woods. The winter woods. He plays a space one where you're ripping apart these actually these you're going to these derelict space stations or spaceships, satellites, stuff like that, and you're using this little device to tear them apart, and you're scavenging them. So it's very different. Um, not like your first-person shooter type games. They all have to do with thinking and planning and building and stuff. And that's Zinlu, Zinlu. So, and his voice is, even as a dude, I'm turned on by his voice. He's got this deep, almost like a Barry White voice, and he just, as he speaks and he talks, and it's like very
Full
soothing.
homo,
And
bro.
it's like, dude. Anyway, so check Zinlu out. He's cool, and it's awesome that he's stopping by and saying hi. So getting back to
Nice.
the game, so you're looking at this automaton clockwork type thing, and so what else would you like to do?
Yeah. Tusk is actually satisfied his curiosity and is getting ready to leave, unless anyone else would like to keep looking at stuff.
So Kithri, you don't find any traps, but since you are looking intently, you do notice that the floor, this main hallway, is used more than, like this room hasn't been entered into for quite a while. Whereas the
Okay.
room we started in and the main hallway there looks like it has been used.
So this is
Hmm.
some sort of abandoned project, maybe. Or
Hmm.
maybe it was something like that a gnome used to live here, used to tinker around, and then he got kicked out by a bunch of demons. Maybe. I don't know.
I am butting in and saying that Jen has absolutely taken the mace and it has like set it down like over here so it's not like, I don't know, like readily available if whatever tries to like attack us.
We go to
Okay,
leave. We leave the mace in the same room.
Well, like
so
we'd
you are able
probably.
to do that successfully. Oh, by the way, his games are called Spin Tires Mud Runner, which is his Russian logging
Oh yeah,
simulator,
I
Hard
thought about.
Space Shipbreaker,
Oh
which is
yeah.
the take apart game.
Oh, I've played Hard Space Shipbreaker. It's fun.
I've seen a few people play spin tires. It's like ultra realistic, like mud
Oh yeah,
physics or whatever.
yep. All it needs is some more vodka and some animals, and you're in the heart of Russia.
Wait, you're telling me that this game, one of the main enemies, isn't bears? Oh, come on.
Main enemy is the roads.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the more you drive on these things, first of all, it takes these giant, massive tires just to get through the mud. But then, the more you drive on the road, it's now all tore up, so it's even harder to go. So you have to go across country. I mean, it's insane. Anyway,
Hmm.
so yeah,
So
you
what
guys
you
step out into the hall.
Yeah. Let me quick back on that. In Mother Russia, land fights you.
Absolutely, yep. Mother Russia land fight you. Nice. All right, okay.
Just fun history fact. Almost every time when someone has tried to invade Russia, the land is what got them.
All right, Genesis and Kithri, are you
sounds like they
guys?
were barely prepared for the trip.
That's right. Are you guys gonna be hanging back, or what are you doing?
And Jen's heading towards the hallway, but making sure that Kithri follows.
I'm coming.
With your short little legs.
Hey, I can move a lot faster than you can.
Yes.
Those short little legs can go.
She just neumes everywhere.
Tusk is also going to poke his head into this room up here to glance around.
All right. Is anybody else going in there, or do we need to pull him aside again?
Yeah, sure, Jen will go with him.
Kid 3's going too.
All right. So give me
Only Greg is not going.
insight or investigation, just out in the open.
All of us?
All of you. Yes. Since all of you are looking in the room.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. That was supposed to be a 17.
It's okay, I got you.
So does Tusk,
Rolled
apparently.
All right, Craig, need the investigation or insight, please.
Sorry.
I wasn't meaning to eat all my mochi in one sitting, but I did.
Oops.
Nice. All
It'd
right,
be
so
like that sometimes.
easily succeeded as a party. So you see the thing. It's if you've been in a garage of a person who really likes, like a garage workshop where you have the pegboards on the wall and there's a little marker for every tool, and the shelves have the different boxes for each size nail and screw, how everything is all laid out and set up, and a place for everything and everything in place. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So this room is laid out like that, but someone has gone through and just and grabbed stuff, spilled stuff, left up all over the floor,
Rude.
just trashed it. And there, you see some different cogs, you see some spilled inks, you see there's different shelves and tables and things in here again, but there just looks like just somebody went in, grabbed stuff, knocked stuff over, wasn't caring, just looking for stuff, and didn't care what kind of mess they left behind. And that's what you see. Unlike the rooms up top, it's pretty quick look to see there's not a whole lot in here.
All right.
Well, that's rude of them. Me, Mantha, the player, has like the urge to like, okay, let's go around and clean everything up. Like they've got everything outlined where it's supposed to go. But
Maybe
Genesis
later,
would
Jen.
not.
Maybe later, Jen. All right. Let's continue on. Do like their system though. It's nice to be easily find everything. Reminds me of my Smith days. As short as those were, but whatever.
All right. Give me just a second. Coming. You look strangely at Tusk for a second, but then you realize it's actually from beyond him.
She's like, damn, okay. She was willing to like look the other way for a minute and okay. Can can Jen send Piper ahead to like peek around the corner to like make sure like there's nothing dangerous around there.
Yes, I definitely did not forget about my familiar again.
There's 2 doors to
Mhm.
the north and a door, and the hallway ends in a door to the west.
Oh darn it! Door is my worst enemy.
Mm.
All right, so Tusk, now you can also smell blood, urine, and feces.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I'll admit I thought it was coming from you for a second.
Just like thinks on that for a second and then just shrugs. Fair enough.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
I could definitely
It
understand
wouldn't
him
be the
smelling
first
like
time.
blood,
Blood,
like
but
Like
urine
urine,
and
stool,
feces?
Okay,
hey,
but
I've
to be
gone
fair,
into some really dirty places.
no, but
Just
the
saying.
thing is
Thank you,
that
Zinlu.
whenever
I
somebody
appreciate you very
dies,
much.
like
Thanks for
all
stopping
their
by.
muscles relax, so like everything keeping that in, that relaxes too. So this
doesn't
is
relax immediately. It takes like a few seconds.
and
I mean, he's also probably gutted quite a few people that could make the.
that's fair.
It's like the old saying when I went to the
Mm.
doctor, asked for a urine, stool, and sperm sample, and I just gave him my underwear.
Oh.
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 Well, anyways, Tusk
So
goes to the door
this
and
is
move on.
a holding cell.
Mm.
Oh, it's a holding cell. Can we see how roughly big it is? Or like, is there a window, or is it like just bars, or is it like a
There's
door that's
bars.
barred?
There's a thick lock on this side that has a um, uh, like a little sliding bolt that locks with a padlock. Um, and Gojo didn't like my joke. uh, the and there's a small opening on the very bottom of the floor they would slide food in.
All right. Can we see if there is anything in the cell? Sorry. When you're describing.
That's great to hear.
Thank you for a second.
Remedies, thank you.
Long day.
So this
I know you.
so you can actually, this padlock does not, it looks really old. You can probably just give it a good yank. Tusk could probably just snap it.
Tusk just kind of grabs it, like crushes, and just pulls it off.
All right, so as it crack, it snaps off, and you are able to open the door.
All right.
At least you should be able to. Yeah. Shift.
Yeah. Glance inside, see if there's anything there.
Yeah, Robert, you just missed a joke. I told a pretty bad joke, which
Once you start having
Gojo
trouble
didn't like it, but
peeing, you know
it's one
you're
of my
in
favorite
trouble.
all-time favorites. So it just goes back a little bit, about 15, 20 feet. It looks like it hasn't been used in a long time.
We'll then move on towards the next one, which is probably another holding cell.
All right, give me just a second. Hidden request. All right, so you should all have a roll. Oh, hey, Missy Fresh heard a
Okay.
dad joke today. Absolutely. Failure. Okay. Failure, success, success. All right, well, no surprise to anyone, really. So Genesis, those of you watching, Genesis has the um, observant feat.
Mm.
So she gets bonuses out the wazoo to her past perception and investigation and all the other happiness.
And she's wise as heck, too, so that helps.
I don't know if I'd call her wise ass or not, but Mantha is. But I don't know how much Genesis is. She is a bard, so she does have her moments. Anyway, let me type. So, Messy Fresh said that Bill and Melinda Gates are getting a divorce. Melinda keeps the house, but Bill is keeping the windows.
Well, I think it's okay, because once he takes them, she gets to do Windows updates.
Nice. Very nice. All right. And that's from behind the door, obviously.
Wait, there's something here. And I mean, like, technically Jen still has her earplugs in. Does she, like, know where that sound's coming from?
There is no movement from behind the door.
Okay.
Put a little boogie in it. You're
You
gonna be
know
hard
what?
pressed to
Let's
find
just
a
go
dad
and
joke
knock
I
on
don't know.
it.
You want me to just knock on the
Anybody in
door?
there? Oh,
So
Jen just moved
this
up and
lock
knocked on it.
is much newer and is secured.
Somebody in there?
You do not get a response.
Okay. Is there, like, a window or something on the...
Nope. There is a padlock with the sliding bolt, and then the very bottom has a small cut in the
Like,
door where you can slide food underneath.
K3,
Okay.
you want to take this lock?
Yeah, sure. It looks like a nice lock.
All right, this one is DC 21.
Oh my gosh. I can do a thingamadoodle.
Guidance?
Yeah, guidance.
Cool.
You've got this.
Totally just a
Hopefully.
pep
Oh
talk.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
All right, and as you're working on that, you hear a slight tink, and I need a save from you.
Oh no.
She expected it.
Wow, that didn't like that. It went through both my player version of Fantasy Grounds and my version of Fantasy Grounds. So yeah, a little needle comes tink, shooting out from where you would hold it, uh, and you're able to easily move your hand aside. So remedies. They were talking about the dad jokes. Uh, she says in her Dragon Discord, she had a jokes channel that got deleted during a purge, but had hundreds of lame jokes in it. Got remade recently, but we lost our bajillions of bad jokes.
So sad.
I was told one yesterday that went over like a lead balloon because nobody got it. I was our bard doesn't know dad jokes, so when he does vicious mockery, I jump in with a joke, and so I said, "Did you hear about the magic skillet? It was made out of cast iron." And nobody got it because you cast magic. You cast spells, so it was cast iron. Anyway.
Nick is having a great time over there.
I had to.
Watching his
dad
face
jokes.
cam is great.
I had to explain it, and everybody was like, "What? Huh?" Yeah. I was like, "Never mind." She failed her save. I mean, she made her save. That's why it didn't work.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, so yes, you're not able to get the lock because you're jerking your hand away, trying not to get stabbed by this more than likely poison needle. So if you would like, you can give it another shot.
Jen's gonna do guidance again.
If you want, I could also try. Just to break the door down.
Get there like she's like, you know, lock. So then she realizes, oh, this is Tusk we're talking about. She's like, no, let me give it another go.
You gotta say.
Now you're more familiar with it.
I was about to be like, if I just rolled a 2, I would.
Ha!
I rolled a 1, so.
Yeah.
But
Awesome. So this time you're able to unlock the lock. Ching, ching. So you now have a padlock if you want. That's poisoned. Or maybe poisoned, maybe it not be. Maybe there's a healing potion on there. You don't know. You could have somebody lick it and try to see.
No.
Hey, does anyone? No, I'm joking.
Pass it to Tusk
She-
while he's raging.
Yeah. And she jabs Tusk. Here, what does this do? She jabs Tusk.
You feel any burning?
How do you feel?
maybe?
Hey, I just made this new poison. I need to test its effectiveness. On a
Tusk.
scale of 1 to
Tusk.
death.
Tusk, come over here and get mad.
All right,
Anyways,
so
you took off the padlock.
the lock is now removed from the door.
And she kind of is sticking the lock in her bag of holding or her pocket. You never know. All right. No, it's probably in her bag of holding. And so
All right, so I'll
if
make a
they-
note to make sure to add this to your inventory.
And as she moves back and Jen moves forward, Tusk will open the door.
What is it?
And Jen's gonna say out loud, "We don't want to hurt you unless you want to hurt us."
Mhm.
All right, so you would think I would have had time to find a good token for this, but you see a beaten and battered form sort of leaning back in the corner, and as the light shines through it, the only movement is it sees its eyes close a little bit, and he winces a little bit, and I need everybody except Krek to give me either history. Actually, give me both a history and an insight. DC 15 for both.
Okay.
Nope.
I can't find my insight. Oh wait, are we supposed
It's
to do
right
both?
below history.
I'm really smart, guys. I swear.
Yeah, insight's right below history.
All right, so I don't see any. All right, so we had enough successes that. Let me see if you guys recognize this. Well, I really appreciate that, Remedies. I need viewers per hour. That's the only thing I'm missing. I've got everything else. I just need viewers per hour.
Not me seeing the token and thinking,
There we go.
oh, is that the captain of the guard?
That is exactly who it is.
Oh shit! No!
Oh my gosh.
Oh
That is
Huh.
not. He's not in were-tiger form. He's in his human form. But you do see this is the captain of the guard. He's severely beaten and looks to be missing at least one of his fingers.
Oh no. Oh no.
And he's leaning in the back up against the wall.
Well, Jen is obviously going to be heading up and doing some healing on that dude.
I thought my dude knew Sylvan already.
Oh. It's just trying to censor your stream, obviously.
Close it.
Smilodon? Is that how I say it? You pronounce that?
Smilodon, I think.
Smilodon?
Yep, Captain Smilodon, yep.
Okay, so
Alright, so what kind of healing are you doing on him?
I've just got so many options, guys. We're going to do cure wounds. But you know what? We are going to do that at... So we're just going to do it at second level. So it's another 1d8.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I'm really hoping to get there soon. I'm trying. My goal, I think once people stop by, they'll come back, but they gotta stop by in the first place. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys a lot. All right, so what level did you do that at?
I did it
Oh, there it is.
second level.
For some reason, my chat's covered. I had
That'll
just
certainly
the
affect
number
things.
covered so I could see the heal wounds. And I figured you just clicked it off in your spell list. Alright, so anyway, I'm like, but I see it in my party chat. So he takes a little rather ragged breath and sort of slowly raises his hand and blocks the light a little bit as he adjusts to the light. Yeah, water. As he asks for
Takes out
water.
the alchemy jug and says water. And
Fresh water.
Fresh water.
Fresh
That's the
water.
diet.
Fresh water.
he says drinking water.
Yeah, slightly used water.
You get swamp water. It's kind of slimy.
He'll say a drinking water and give that to him to drink from as much as he needs.
Not me looking through my inventory and
So
realizing
he
I don't
cheats-
think I
he-
have water.
Takes a bit of a drink.
He'll also offer up some rations to him if he needs some food.
And he sort of looks around at especially the three of you. So,
I'm just
you're the heroes from Nashkel, aren't you?
Yeah, we've met
Yeah,
before. Oh no, have we not met before?
What brings you to this god-forsaken place?
Nashkel Council
Wait.
asked us to do a mission to check out this place, see if it was occupied or if anything was going on here. And you were there.
Yeah.
oh no.
Oh no.
Damn, doppelgangers.
Ah,
Immediately assumes that the last time we met with him in Nashkel, that it was a doppelganger instead.
oh yeah, we've had our fair share of doppelgangers here. We're all a little traumatized. Except, no, I don't think we've had anything since Crack joined us, so.
Craig is a doppelganger.
Oh,
I'm
no.
well enough to notice the switch.
Look over, Craig is just gone.
Craig is confused as all of us, like, mutter under our breaths, doppelgangers, and he's just like, the fuck? What's going on here?
Captain, please, I know you're probably just recovering, but what's the last thing that happened to you before you were here? And how did you come to be here?
If you remember a date, that would be nice.
Have you killed the woman?
What woman?
Which woman?
So his eyes sort of get a little wide and he sort of sits up a little straighter. He says, he points to Kithri. Stay alert. She could be anywhere. She's the one who's running this place. She's the one who did this to me. And he holds up his hand with the missing finger.
Oh.
Oof.
She's the one.
Out of curiosity, which finger?
It's his little finger on his left hand.
Oh.
And she's the one who's crafting the rituals and has the model of Nashkel. Have you not seen any of these things yet?
We've been
We've
dealing with a lot of
seen-
devils.
we've
That's
seen
about all
some
we've had so
stuff.
far.
Oh, sorry, Nick, I talked over you.
Nah, it's alright, I kind of talked over you too. We fought a lot of devils since coming in here. Saw a big one that we assumed was in charge, but clearly not the case. One,
We found a book detailing like stuff that happened.
Yeah,
we
Like
got
a
people that
ritual.
should be coming in a few days, but
I don't
that's
know if
still
you
4
need
days
me to
off.
tell you this, but Kithri heeds his advice and is like staying alert. I don't know if it
I
needed to
still
be
have
said.
the invisibility on, if that helps.
You have not seen anything in the time it's been on. Speaking of time, let me adjust that real quick. And I was going to push it to you, but while I'm doing this, go ahead and give me a perception in the tower, Kithri. 35. Alt. Control. 45. All right.
Captain, we still have much of this keep to investigate. They'll probably find this woman you're speaking of, as well as some of the devils and other fiends that we fought here that we believe still to be here in some of those places. Do you need here to stay here and rest?
Look, I know that we're trying to explore the whole place, but I think this changes our priorities. I think we should make sure that we focus on getting the captain out safely. And she's gonna turn and ask the captain, uh, have you talked directly to us before?
Oh.
Because like her mind is doppelgangers, so she needs to know like if she's ever actually talked to this dude.
And do you remember giving me this coin? He'll pull out the cap Nashkel captain's coin that he gave him a while ago. Kind of has his
Oh yeah, that was
official
ages
stuff.
Oh
ago.
no. Can I use detect magic on that coin?
Oh no.
You can if you want to burn a spell slot.
This is kind of important, so yeah.
All right, so it is not magical, no.
Okay.
All right, and so he's sort of looking at you, um, studying you, Genesis, and says, "Yes, I've seen you perform many times in Nashkel. Also, the night of the attacks, the three of you were there. You had a different dragonborn, Cromwell. Sergeant Cromwell was with you all as well, and another one, another halfling, entertainer, bard, or something."
Oh my goodness, that was so long ago.
That's the last time I remember talking to him, though.
Mm-hmm.
So Jen
Well,
kind of like
last time-
breathes like a sigh of relief.
We talked with him briefly right after we got the mission too.
Oh shit.
Captain, you don't seem to know of our mission that the city council gave us, which was to come here, and you were, we remember you there. If you don't remember that, that means you must have been replaced. Do you know how you came to be here?
Sounds like I was doing the same as you. I was looking for. There were some rumors. We had intercepted some spies, and we had heard that they were setting up some sort of magical traps or some sort of gate that they could cast magic through. Now I know it to be true.
Yeah. Yeah, we found.
But I was captured before I even I saw the burning keep off in the distance. But then I was captured. Uh, I know nothing of what's or even where I am. All I saw was the keep surrounded by lava, and now I believe I'm underneath it because there's the room next door also has lava.
We haven't
Yes, you
explored
Was
are
that room
anyone
in
else
the
yet.
with you?
dungeon. Mm-hmm.
I had 4 other soldiers with me, yes, city watchmen. I have not seen any of them since.
Mm.
I'm going to assume that they're dead.
Yeah.
Honestly, they probably were dead because we found pickled blood and such. So I'm going
Lots
to
of
assume that
body
was them.
parts.
Jen trying to
Full of
face
body-
palms like, you don't just tell it, dude. Like, okay.
So he struggles to his feet. He says, "You must either flee or, if you think you can stop her, go through the door, and if nothing else, try to disrupt some of the carvings and the ritual that she has started. If she's able to cast spells and if they are able to affect Nashkel from this distance, there's virtually nothing we can do to stop their magic."
Yeah, I found a book about
Understood.
that, and it's
And-
actually you cast spells through divination.
And that is where we will leave it for
No,
for a little while.
there's still a
No,
minute
Da,
left.
da,
Come
da,
on.
da, 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 da.
All right, so I did find out some information. Let me go ahead and stop the stream real quick. Those of you in the stream, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate you very
Hello.
much. I cannot tell you how much this means to me. And besides
Yeah.
the fact that I'm still trying to work on stuff, but I do appreciate you guys very much hanging out. If you're still around in half an hour ish, my brother and my son and I will be doing our D&D in the Svenzone. We have Jackson, who is a tiefling wild magic barbarian, and Scrambles the Death Dealer, who is a barbarian. Um, who is a fighter, Minotaur Echo Knight fighter from the new Critical Role world, whatever the heck that is. Um, so, and there are two sidekicks, one of them of which is a cranium rat, and the other one is a Cree, which is like a reptile creature. But check them out. Regardless, you can also check it out on the tubes and the U's.
And the used tubes.
Yeah.
But whether you're able to stay, hang out, and watch or not, whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day.
You
Yeah.
too.
Goodbye,
Good
everybody.
night.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. Bye.